Hi, Beaux here at Beaux Knows Insurance and Read Insurance. Today I'm going to talk to you about the 5 highest paid jobs inside the insurance industry and why you may want to consider those for yourself. They are different positions that are inside of the insurance industry that I know you may be thinking, I don't want to do insurance, but trust me, it's a better career choice than you may think. And there's different avenues you can take depending on what your skill set is and also what maybe your risk level is also. So I'm going to break it down as the top 5, number 1 being the highest paid position and number 5 being the least out of those 5. So let's start off with number 5. So number 5 is an underwriter. An underwriter is a person that works inside of an insurance company, and you're the in-between between the insurance company and the agent. You don't deal with clients, you deal with the insurance agent. The underwriter is the one that makes sure that the clients that they are acquiring fits inside of their underwriting guidelines. See, every insurance company has like this box, I guess you could call it, that's comprised of different underwriting rules or settings that basically says this is the type of client that we want. And I know you may be thinking, well, I thought that was their job, was we give them money, they write our insurance. Well, they don't have to. You know, inside of America is a free country and they don't have to actually do that. Well, how they have managed that is by coming up with these different criteria to figure out, is this something we want to do or not? Do we want to take on this risk of this client or not? And do we want to for this amount of money? So that's kind of what they do, is they just make sure they get a new client from an agent and they look at it and they determine, is this acceptable or not? And if it's not, they may decline it, or they may say, well, we'll take it if they do, you know, this, and this, you know, just different things that they may have to do. That's kind of how that works. An underwriter can make $109,000 per year. It's usually a very good job. It's a very steady job. It's usually a 40-hour-a-week job that you work inside of an office setting typically. Usually they have very good benefits in those positions too. So about $109,000. So let's take a look at number 4. So number 4 is going to be an adjuster. An adjuster is the person that you want to be buddies with. This is the person that comes to you whenever something bad has happened. You've had a tree fall in your house or in your car, your house is caught on fire, you got flood damage or something like that. This is the person that's going to reach out to you to determine, this is how much damage you have, this is how much it's going to take to fix it, and then they will take care of making sure you get paid so you can fix your home. You know, they've got a job where they're kind of balancing 2 different things. They're balancing, you know, what does the policy say? I want to make sure the client's happy. I got to make sure that I take care of the insurance company. I don't pay too much, you know, because they could easily overpay for something. They've got to monitor those things because at the end of the day, there's a couple of different things that are going to govern them. One of them is they only got so much money. The second thing is the policy only covers certain things. And thirdly, the more claims that happen inside of an insurance company and the more money that's having to be paid out, eventually that's going to affect claims. You know, they guess at how many claims they'll have in a year, and if it's more than what if they have more claims than what they estimated, rates are going to have to go up because they got to make up that money, right? If they're less, well, maybe they can reduce rates. Well, that's what a adjuster does, and they can make about $115,000 a year. This is typically a job where either they may be inside an office setting or they may be out actually in the field, as we say. They may actually go to homes, go look at vehicles, go to body shops, and go to accidents and other things like that. So there's 2 different types of those positions. Some are outside adjusters, some are inside adjusters. Inside adjusters work inside the office. They don't ever leave. They usually do documents, communications, all other stuff inside of the office. Very good job, usually have a lot of benefits, and it is typically a 40 to 50 hour a week job. The ones that are outside are gonna have to travel more. The ones who are inside the office, obviously they don't travel other than going from home to work. But it's about $115,000 a year is about what they earn on average. The third one I'm going to talk to you about is called an actuary. Now, you may not have ever heard of that word, but kind of think of like a CPA, but in insurance. If you're really good at math, at figuring out averages and all these other things, that might be a good career for you. An actuary, these are very intelligent people. They're very good at looking at large amounts of data and making some sort of a determinant from that of what an insurance company should do. That's a really high-paying job. $162,000 on average is what an actuary makes. They are the ones that actually determine this is what we need to set rates at because this is what we expect claims to be. This is what the trend has been over the last couple of years, and they will determine whether the rates are going to need to go up or they can possibly come down. That's what an actuary does. So number 4 is going to be a producer. What is a producer? A producer is just another word for salesperson. That's what we usually call them inside of an insurance agency. They are a producer or a salesman. That is the one that goes out and actually brings in or makes agreements or contracts with new clients. They get a new client for an agency. They would actually work for an insurance agency under most circumstances. Sometimes they work directly for an insurance company, but they will work for somebody and they will get paid based off of how many policies or how much premium they have sold. The more they sell, the more money they make, but an average will make about $155,000 per year. Is about what the average producer will make. Sometimes they can make a little bit more than that, maybe even up to $200,000, depending on the state and the type of clients that they are servicing. People who are in personal lines that sell home and auto will typically make less. People who sell commercial lines insurance will typically sell more, just because the policy premiums for businesses is a lot more money than your home or your auto is, correct? So that's number 4, is going to be a producer. That's a very good position. If you're really good at talking to people, explaining to them, helping them to understand about coverages, it's a really important job. These are the people that are kind of the frontline people that will help to determine your risk evaluation or your risk assessment. Their job is not to just say, oh, what do you want, and take an order from you and give you X number of coverage for X number of premium dollars. What their job is to get to know you, to understand you, and then make sure that your insurance policy is going to cover your assets. It's going to cover all the things that you have and protect you, so that if you're a business, you don't get devastated and closed down because of an insurance claim. If you're not properly insured and you have a producer or a salesperson that does a bad job, you have a claim, you could be out of business and not even, and not be covered correctly. So it's their job to make sure that you understand what it is you're buying and that they take good care of you. So that's a producer. Anywhere from $155,000 to $200,000 is what one of those can potentially make. The last one, I guess the number one is going to be a agency owner. That's someone that actually owns an insurance agency. Depending on the type of insurance agency, where it's at, if it's in a rural area or in a city or something like that, they can earn easily up to $300,000 per year. Not all of them do. In rural cities, they usually earn less than that. But still, that's going to be, relative to the expenses that you're going to have inside of that area. So you may want to live in a small town. This may be a really good opportunity for you, because, if you're the type of person that you really enjoy helping people and you like, owning a business, you want to own a business, this is a good opportunity for you where you can have really flexible hours, make a good living for yourself and also for your family. And also, one day you can sell it and retire. Because there's lots of people that love the opportunity to buy one of these businesses so they can start with what you have already built rather than building one from scratch. So depending on where you live, $100,000 maybe in some small towns, and then up to $307,000 on average in the nation is what you're going to see with that position. So that's 5 different positions inside of the insurance industry, the top 5, matter of fact, and what they do and what you can make in those positions. Hey, it's a great industry to be in. I've been in it for over 28 years, and it is a fantastic industry. I've been an agency owner for over 10 years, producer before that, and I can tell you, I can't think of a better career path that I could have chosen than this, because you get to help people. I get to have flexible hours, and also I get to enjoy being around the different people that work with me and for me in my agency, and also just all the different people I've met inside the industry. It's a great business to be in, and I appreciate you checking out this video. So if you have not done so yet, make sure you hit that like button. if you like this video. If you'd like to know more about this, hey, I'd be glad to talk to you about the insurance industry. If you got any questions, just insert them inside of the questions down below and the comments below, and I'll be glad to answer whatever those questions are. If you got another video you'd like me to do, I'll be glad to do that and kind of talk about whatever topic you would like. And again, I thank you for checking us out. And until next time, I hope you have a great day.